Have you ever wondered why some people radiate unshakable confidence, while others shrink into the background? Why one person commands a room with a single look, while another can't hold eye contact for more than a few seconds? It's not luck. It's not genetics. It's dark psychology in action. In this video, you're going to learn 10 dark psychology, confidence tactics, psychological weapons used by leaders, negotiators, and even manipulators to project power, gain respect, and control a room without saying a word. Some are subtle, some are bold, but each of them taps into how the human mind reacts to presence, dominance, and influence. And once you learn them, you'll never look at social interactions the same way again. Let's dive in. Tactic 1. Mirror mantras. When you wake up, your brain is in its most programmable state. Most people flood it with stress-checking emails, doom-scrolling, or reliving yesterday's failures. But high-confidence individuals hijack this moment. They stand in front of a mirror, lock eyes with themselves, and deliver a command. Not an affirmation like, "I am strong," that's too soft. A command like, "Today, I dominate. Today, I don't ask, I decide." Why does this work? Because your brain doesn't argue with commands, spoken with certainty. It processes them as directives. Over time, your reflection becomes an anchor for authority, not self-doubt. Tactic 2. The iron grip handshake. Most people underestimate touch, but neurologically, touch creates a flood of associations in the brain. A limp handshake signals submission. Too aggressive, and you trigger resistance. The sweet spot. A firm, steady, controlled grip with locked eye contact and a small delay before releasing. This simple move sets a subconscious hierarchy. You're not just shaking hands. You're establishing dominance coded in skin-to-skin contact. It's primal, and it works. Tactic 3. Visualization rehearsals. Every confident leader you've ever seen, from athletes to CEOs, was already there in their minds before they arrived in reality. The dark psychology twist. You don't just visualize success. You visualize dominance. Picture the room, picture the faces, picture yourself walking in, and notice how people adjust their posture when you appear. You rehearse respect until your brain believes it already happened. And when your body enters that room, your physiology follows the script. Tactic 4. The silence weapon. Weak communicators rush to fill every pause. Strong ones weaponize silence. Why? Because silence makes people uncomfortable, and humans hate discomfort. They will fill it with explanations, excuses, or concessions. When you pause, you signal, "I'm in control of the tempo." In negotiations, silence forces the other side to talk themselves into a weaker position. In conversations, it makes your words heavier. You're not just speaking, you're dictating the rhythm of reality. Tactic 5. The predator's gaze. Confidence isn't about smiling more. It's about holding eye contact a fraction longer than is socially comfortable. Not a stare down, that's aggression, but a calm, unblinking, grounded gaze. The psychological signal. You're not afraid to be seen. You don't flinch. And because most people do flinch, your gaze establishes dominance without a single word. Tactic 6. Controlled space invasion. In primate psychology, the one who controls space controls status. Confident people don't just stand where they're told. They claim space. A chair at the head of the table. A stance that expands their frame. Even placing a hand casually on an armrest that belongs to no one. But here's the dark twist. You don't invade recklessly. You invade strategically, close enough to be noticed, controlled enough to avoid resistance. This triggers subconscious recognition of authority. Tactic 7. The reverse compliment. Most compliments put you below the person you're praising. Dark psychology flips this. Instead of saying, "You did amazing," you say, "Not bad, I expected no less from you." See the difference? You still praise, but you frame yourself as the authority handing down recognition. This shifts power while still making the other person feel seen. Tactic 8. Anchored gestures. Pick one gesture. Steeple with your fingers. A calm hand clasp. A slight chin raise, and lock it in as your confidence anchor. Every time you do it, your nervous system pairs it with certainty. Over time, this gesture becomes your trigger. And here's the kicker. Others begin to associate that gesture with your authority. 2. It's not just psychological, it becomes symbolic. Tactic 9. The scarcity response. Most people over-explain, overshare, and oversell. Confident people do the opposite. They keep their words scarce. Instead of saying, "I'm free all week whenever works for you," you say, "I can do Thursday at 2, take it or leave it." Scarcity creates demand. When your time, words, and attention are limited, people chase them. You stop looking available, and you start looking valuable. Tactic 10. The dominance reframe. When criticized, most people defend themselves. Confident people reframe. Someone says, "You're too blunt," you reply, "I don't waste time sugarcoating the truth." Someone says, "You're intimidating," you answer, "Good." Weak leaders can't protect their people. Every attack becomes fuel. Every critique becomes confirmation of strength. This isn't arrogance. It's control of narrative, a weapon far more powerful than defense. These 10 tactics mirror mantras: handshakes, visualization, silence, eye contact, controlled space, reverse compliments, anchored gestures, scarcity, and reframing aren't random tricks. They're psychological weapons, tools to bend perception, anchor authority, and project a presence that cannot be ignored. But here's the dark truth. If you don't master these tactics, someone else will use them on you. Confidence isn't optional, it's survival. So, the question isn't, should I use these tactics? It's, will I be the one in control or the one being controlled?